When Francis Agyare's case came up, obviously he had no money. So we then decided that we were going to do the case without the money. And then because the agreement was that we were finally going to sue the government for compensation, so that when the compensation comes, we get paid for our services as a firm. So that is how come it was based on that. We didn't wait. It wasn't like when the judgment was given, that's when we called Agyare into a room to sign a binding agreement. No, it was in the process. And it was a big risk the firm took. At that time, the firm had just started. There wasn't funds, but we took the risk. If we had lost the case, that would have been it, because there was no way Francis Agyare is going to get money to come and pay for legal service and all that. So it was a risk on our part, and there was no point in time that we told Francis Agyare that we were going to do the case free of charge.
Another point for clarity, you mentioned that there was this agreement where Francis Agyare himself and some of his relatives were present before the signing of a pact that was supposed to give 25% to the firm. Are there any binding documents that...
The contract is available. Yeah, it was produced at the GLC process, their engagement with Sosu. It was produced, and they said that 25%, that is, he even paid less, 25% was too much. So then the difference was 20,000. So they actually asked lawyer Sosu to pay the difference, which he did. So if he has done that, I don't know.
Okay, are you able to quantify the expenses you made on Mr. Agyare for the entire duration that you were consulting for him?
On his person, like personally,
and everything.
As for the charges of lawyers when you do a case like that, if you go to GLC, their webpage is there. Even if you look at it, it will mean that we undercharged. If you look at the Ghana Bar Association charges, the GLC charges, it means that we undercharged him. As for the expenses on him as a person, it's difficult because he comes in, takes 50 Ghana, takes 20, take 100. At a point, we need to rent a place for him, pay his. So as for the hospital bill, we have receipts, so that can be quantified and all that. So it's difficult, but for 3 years, you can imagine.
So have you heard from the family of Mr. Agyare since this story broke? Or have you made efforts to contact his family since the story broke, since they were also present during the signing of the agreement earlier?
We are yet to. We are still reviewing the judgment, and we will be having a meeting and then look at our way forward. But definitely we are going to appeal.